Everybody shut up and action. Is Trapezium a good movie? Well, actually, it is a really interesting movie, and yeah, it's kind of good. So this movie is essentially the story of a girl who wants to make her dream a reality. She's a schoolgirl and she wants to be an idol. This is one of those stories where a kid really has a dream and she wants to chase it and become it at any circumstance. She is willing to do whatever it takes. She's a hard worker and she's that type of girl. And like, this is a type of story we've seen multiple times in different types of movies and films, anime, shows, whatever. And it just feels like that, and it feels like a very basic thing. But this one's really unique in a sense that it's not particularly the story that fascinates you and brings you into the movie, but the character herself, the character she surrounds herself with, her friends. Yeah, we've seen so many different types of character development movies or character-based movies where you're hooked into the film because of the characters and how they act and who they are, their personality and whatnot. But this one feels very different and unique because, in a sense, you start off this entire movie by hating the main character. You're just following her, like, while you do dislike her, not hate's maybe too strong a word, you start off with this heavy dislike for the character. She's not doing anything bad, but right off the get-go, you're kind of seeing her entire motive, her plan. She seems like she's willing to do whatever it takes. And this isn't really actually spoiling. I was just thinking in my head, is this a spoiler or not? It's not really a spoiler. It's a movie of her forcing herself into friendships, forcing herself into relationships, and forcing herself down paths, involving herself in things, all to try and make her dreams a reality. So I will get a little more deep into things I want to talk about because it's minor spoiler stuff, but we'll save that for the end so I can talk a little more about the film in just a review style, and then we'll talk about it with spoilers, so I'll let you know before we start with the actual spoilers. But this movie is really deep on the aspect of delving into the topic of friendship and what friendship truly is. Am I being friends with my friends because I can use them for some purpose and they serve me some benefit in my life? Is that what a friendship truly is? This movie really makes you question, what is a friendship? Who are they to you? What purpose do they serve you? What purpose do you serve them? Is friendship truly cynical? This movie creates so many inner thoughts within you that while you watch this character, you're like, I don't like this character. Yeah, now I'm starting to like her. Now I'm not. Now I'm in. And you keep going through that entire cycle. While at the same time, in the back of your head, you're like, what does friendship mean to me? What is this? What is that? And you're like, have I been a good friend? Have I been a bad friend? Oh, these are moments where I've been a terrible person. This is moments where I've been a great friend. And these are the types of things that are stirring in your brain while you watch this film. And throughout the entire time, you're just kind of hooked to this character and her life through this journey, because it's just something that's delving you into deep thought and seeing her, and you're saying like, oh, this is not how you should be with your friends, and these are like, it's kind of you idolizing what you think friendship should be like, and you're seeing her behave in ways where you're like, yeah, that's what a friendship should be, that's what it shouldn't be, and you're just keep constantly going through that relay, and it's just a really interesting thing that provokes a lot of thought within you, and it's just making you try to hope for her to get that ideal friendship that you wish you would have, or that hopefully you do have, and it's just like, at the back of the time, you're just constantly reflecting on yourself and for the character herself, and it's just a really interesting movie from that perspective. It is a really hooking movie from a character development, character standpoint. All the side characters, all the leads, all the just characters that are around. Everything about this movie is really interesting, and it really does hook you throughout the entire film story, constantly thinking about what is going on. This is one of the movies where, like, just constantly thinking about it actually hooks you and makes it even better. And it's a really engaging story, and it's just a complete story entirely that really has you hooked, and it has a nice ending, and everything about it is just beautiful. The animation is absolutely gorgeous. The technical aspects, from the voice acting to the animation to everything else, sound design, everything, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's really fun to watch this character chase her dreams and see how she's willing to truly do anything that is, in a sense, motivational, but like, when you try to use it as motivation for yourself and your own dreams, don't like take everything from it, because there are clearly flaws that are depicted that are like flaws you would want to fix and change in your own life when you chase your dreams. So like, yeah, that is like a lot of what this film is about. It is really interesting. I give this movie a solid 80%. It was a really good and interesting watch for sure. I really enjoyed the viewing, the entire story, the entire everything about it. I really loved it. And now we're going to go into the spoilers. So this is your spoiler warning. If you were just here for the review to see if you want to watch it, go watch it. It's definitely a movie to watch. But now we're getting into the spoilers. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. So this movie is really deep and intricate in this manner about talking about characters, friendships, and whatnot. You see this girl, how she wants to create an idol. So she understands she doesn't have that charismatic capability, right? So she's like, yeah, being an idol is something you need to be charismatic for, and it's not something you particularly have. It's something that is not particularly something you can grow, but it's something you can you're kind of born with, but at the same time you can kind of create and mend. But for the most part, it's something you're kind of born with. Charismatic ability to draw people in, whether it's because you have a beautiful complexion. Yeah, you can beautify yourself with makeup and other sort of cosmetics, but having a sense of natural beauty is something that just naturally draws people in. Yeah, you can draw people in with all those cosmetics, but it won't be to the same effect. But like, yeah, she's understood that even with all that, she won't get that entire stardom that she dreams of with being an idol, with the goal of not like being super selfish. I just want fame or something. She just wants that goal of making people happy the way idols have for her. So like, her entire idea is completely noble, but at the same time, the way she goes about it is just completely like, yeah, okay, I need, the way I can do this is make a idol group going around news, north, east, south, west. We all live in the same prefecture sort of area. So if I get a friend, if I make a friend in from the northern school, I'm the eastern school, now I'll get a friend from south and west, we can become a cool group. Now, don't just suggest this idea on my friends. Like, firstly, befriend them. Yeah, okay, that's great. Oh, I befriended them. I ran into them. Oh, that's the person. Oh, she's really cute. I can make her my friend. Oh, she's really cute. I can make her my friend. Oh, and look, we already found all 4 people, so now we can be a complete friend group. But like, she does it subtly, creating actual bonds of friendship, like a true beauty of a friendship with like underlying motives behind it, which is just like, since you can view it as the audience, you're like, no, bro, like, you have such a beautiful friendship. Why do you have this underlying motive the entire time? And it's like really gripping you as the movie goes on, and it stresses you out, like, what's gonna happen if this is ever revealed. Oh my days, oh my days. And that's part of the stress that builds you up and it hooks you into this movie, that what will happen when all this is revealed. Is it going to be revealed? And it's not exactly revealed. I mean, this is spoilers, so I'm spoiling it a little, I'm sorry. But like, yeah, it just has you gripped to the film from that aspect. And then you have this entire thing where she's working hard. Oh yeah, what are these girls doing before they became famous? Oh, it would look really good to volunteer. You have all these people building honest and good relationships, and she seems like an honest and good girl. They go volunteer with disabled people, going climbing or something, working at a museum or something, I'm forgetting, but like, they're doing all these notable things. So if people were to search about them, they're seeing that, oh, these are good kids who are doing such great things, and it's just a good thing, seeing the relationships they form as a friend group, seeing the relationships they form with the community, and it's just really striking, and it's just motivating. Everything about this is so nice, and like, how the effort she's putting into wanting to be this idol, bring smiles to people's faces, she's doing that already, bringing smiles to the people around her, bringing smiles to the people she's working with at these community centers, at these museums. But she wants to take that to the next level, at the idol level, where you need that high level of charisma, the one that inspire people. Like, she's already doing that with people around her, and she's just getting motivated by that. And like, there is that aspect of like, oh, is she going to get jealous because now there's this disabled kid getting more attention than her or something? But she doesn't fall for that. You see, she is a kind-hearted girl at heart, but she's chasing a dream hardly without thinking of her friends exactly, and that's what kind of crushes you. She's not bad. She's not doing it ill-motivated. She's not bad in any way, but the way she's going about it just feels like it'll damage everything she's working towards. And when all things start crumbling down after being an idol, like, her friends are willing to do anything for her. And like, you see their friendship getting tighter, and then they get their shot. Oh my god, yeah, they recognize the news thing. They but without being told, like, oh, she's from north, east, southwest. Oh, so we're kind of like news. And her friends point that out, and she's like, yeah, I totally knew that, and I said that for them to find out on their own. That is clever. She is very smart. But once again, when they get that idol position, because someone comes and shoots, and they're like, oh, that's a really cool idea, let's make you guys idols, and she kind of nudges things towards making them idols, like, oh, should we get a talent agency now? And they're like, yeah, and her friends are like, I don't know if I want that kind of fame, and they go along with it, because why not try it? She's really into this, why not do it for our friend? And then it just delves on, and then it gets deep about, oh, you want to bring smiles to the world, but you can't bring a smile onto your friends' faces. That line hit deep! That line hit deep. That was one of the deepest lines in this entire film. Oh my god. And like, everything about this and the characters they relate, their relationships, and how everything evolves throughout this entire film in these tiny little nuanced details is really gripping and hooking, and it just has you entirely immersed into this film, into this story. It was honestly jaw-dropping. It was really, really nice. I really fell in love with every aspect of this film. God damn, the deeper aspects of this entire story with this girl and her friendships, and how she's forcing it on them, and the friends, they lose their way, like, oh, I'm a robotics girl, I want to be an engineer, I want to do all this, but like, now I'm doing all this idol stuff because, yeah, I'm cute. Like, oh wow, the three of us, we never wanted to be idols, we're just doing it for fun for our friend, and yeah, we're getting all the attention because we're a little prettier, we have more charismatic appeal, and we're able to draw people in. Our friend, she's the one who's working hard, doing everything to be that idol that she aspires to be, working hard, working her butt off. We can't sing, but she's working her to sing. I can understand why she's mad at us for not working hard. Oh, we're the ones getting to scandals, kind of wrecking the friend group. Oh, I have a boyfriend, when for some reason in that culture you're not supposed to have boyfriends if you're an idol. That they're creating trouble and stirring things up, kind of making issues for the friend group, and she's lashing out in fits of anger because, like, when you're emotional because things is finally working out for you, but like it's starting to get damaged, you're going to get emotional. She behaves harshly, but she apologizes because she's not doing it from ill intent. She's once again just doing it because this is her dream coming true, and now it's going to fall apart because her friends were starting to fail her, and she was only being friends with them to become that idol. And then, like, she comes to realize, no, she's not just friends for them being the idol, because they are her true friends. She cares about them. She came to care about them, and there's just so much more nuanced detail all behind that. This is just an oversimplification I'm saying right now, but it's a story that really hooks you deep to so many levels, and it's just a really, really interesting movie to watch. It was gripping so well. The stress behind everything that the audiences feel as they follow this character's journey to see how she faces this idoldom. Honestly, it was a beautiful film. I really loved every aspect of it. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah, it feels tiring at times, and it just stresses you out, and it loses its immersiveness at times, but for the most part, it really just does hook you through and through. Yeah, 80% is what I'm saying, bro. This movie was beautiful. I highly, highly, highly recommend people check this out. I loved it. I know a lot of people will if they want to watch it from this deeper perspective or from a beautiful animation perspective. But if you're looking at it from a superficial level, it'll probably be like I do with most movies. It'll probably be like more mid. But if this movie touches you and it gets you into that deeper perspective viewing of the entire thing, you will absolutely love it. This is the type of movie I like, where if it wants to go deep and it wants you to evoke thought behind everything that's happening, it evokes the thought from you. You're carelessly watching, but it's evoking thoughts subconsciously within you, and that's how you watch it, and that's what I absolutely loved about this movie, and I absolutely loved every second of it. I highly recommend you watch this. I loved it. Check it out if you will. I think it's definitely worth it. Peace.